your time. So with that, Senator Ricketts.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Rayburn, President Trump has been very clear that when it comes to Iran, he's talking about a deal that involves total disarmament of their nuclear program. That means no enrichment, no plutonium processing, no centrifuges, nothing like that. Allowing Iran to be able to enrich at any level would give them the opportunity to be able to use that then to create weapons-grade uranium for a nuclear weapon that it would be dangerous not only to us but our allies like Israel. And that's just one of the reasons why President Trump was right to withdraw from the Iranian nuclear deal before. And I might point out that Iran doesn't even use the uranium it's enriching in its nuclear reactors. It's powering those nuclear reactors with Russian uranium. So that means that everything it's enriching is actually going toward this program to create nuclear weapons. Yesterday, Senator Cruz, myself, and Tom Cotton, along with 49 of our Republican colleagues, wrote a letter to the president reinforcing that Iran cannot be allowed to have a nuclear program. They need to have total nuclear disarmament. And I really appreciate my colleagues in joining me with that. And the whole goal is to really strengthen the president's hand when he's negotiating with the Iranians. Do you agree with Special Envoy Witkoff that any enrichment program can never exist in the state of Iran ever again?
Senator, thank you for raising that. I do agree with Special Envoy Witkoff, and the President, Secretary Rubio, have been very clear about it as well.
Does Iran need a domestic enrichment program to have a domestic nuclear power program?
No, Senator. There are literally dozens of countries in the world that have civil nuclear programs where the countries don't have their own enrichment capability. They buy the fuel from third parties, nor do they reprocess the spent fuel.
Given Iran's previous history of deception and not allowing us to verify, how important is it to have a really strong verification program for any deal that we would be able to do with Iran?
Senator, it's essential because I think the Iranians have not operated in good faith, even under the terms of the JCPOA. They've exceeded limits that even were allowed under the JCPOA, as well as the other pattern. The rest of the pattern of their behavior since 1979 indicates there has to be very stringent controls, oversight of whatever is agreed with them.
The IAEA has said they've lost control, can't even account for anything they've got in Iran right now. Do you think that really only total disarmament of their program is the only way we can truly know that they do not have a nuclear weapons program?
Senator, I think that's in line. I think that is the President, Secretary Rubio, Special Envoy Witkoff's position, determination. I think it's wise that the Iranians don't need and should not have their own enrichment capability. If civil nuclear power is really what they're interested in, or medical research, they can buy the fuel from third parties. They don't need to have their own enrichment capability.
Great, thank you. Last month, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Last month, I led a CODEL with Senator Coons and Senator Budd to Taiwan. And the impression that was left on all of us is that we need a partner who's willing to do what's necessary for self-defense in the face of increasing aggression from Beijing. President Lai's whole of society resilience effort, through that effort, Taiwan citizens are being galvanized, prepare for an invasion and resist the coercion from the Communist government in China. The government also is focused on military reforms, including enhancing its reserve force. And on defense spending, Taiwan's legislature recently approved the largest ever national defense budget. Now, Taiwan has still got a lot of work to do on all these fronts and must do it quickly to be able to deter Communist China. But we got to do better as well, whether it's howitzers or Stinger missiles or Abrams tanks or F-16s. These are all experiencing multi-year delays. And of course, Xi Jinping has told his military to be ready to invade Taiwan by 2027. We've kind of hit upon this already, Mr. Pratt, but my understanding is that these delays are a result of both industrial base that is struggling to meet demand and bureaucratic hurdles and delays in arms sales process. If confirmed, what actions can you do to help Taiwan get more of the backlog that we've already agreed to provide to them and ensure more timely delivery?
Thank you for that, Senator. Certainly Taiwan is our most important partner, certainly the most important partner in the region. Perhaps it faces the most asymmetric threat in the history of the world and its northern neighbor there. So we're certainly very committed. I can't speak to the existing problems that you mentioned, but I'm certainly very committed, if confirmed, to taking a comprehensive review of how we can help Taiwan and increase our support thereof.
Great. So one of the action Congress could take is elevate Taiwan into the NATO plus category for shorter congressional notification timelines and higher threshold values when it comes to FMS and DCS. I recently introduced a bill, the Porcupine Act, with Senator Coons and Cornyn that would do just that. Mr. Pratt, if confirmed, what do you think of that idea? Would you support that effort?
I'm very familiar with that effort, sir, and I'm very supportive of taking a hard look and to figure out the best way forward with that.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Pratt. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.